Oh my gosh, guys. So it's like you can't even turn a second without something new coming out. So I was browsing as usual, me and my browsing. That is usually like my open line these days. It just feels like that's what happens anyway. But I was browsing, and as I'm browsing, I wasn't looking for anything, just, having a quick look to see what's happening in the world. Lo and behold, something pops up on home screen, and they're talking about, I can't even mention it because you guys might not believe me. I'm going to have to let you guys watch this video yourself and then let me know what you think, because I think it's getting ridiculous. And on the blog I keep talking about this: be prepared, be prepared, be alert, be intentional about your choices. And sometimes when we speak about these things, people think we're just talking rubbish. But there is so much going on and so much change is happening right before our eyes, and many people are too asleep to even notice it. It's important to get to a place where we are God sufficient, you know? And being God sufficient also includes being self sufficient, but trusting God to see you through that self sufficiency. It's not in your own strength. He says He gives us strength to make wealth. He also gives us strength to go work in the fields and all these things. So I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. And, it's time for the church and everyone to wake up and just see what's happening. You don't even need to have deep spiritual eyes to see what's right in front of you at this point. You just need to be awake and just open your eyes and see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys see this for yourselves. Bye.
Can you give me an example of a food that's a vaccine?
You recognize?
Yes. University of California, Riverside has already perfected the ability to put human vaccines into our lettuce right now. Also, tomatoes has the ability to do that also for UC Berkeley. And then Big Tobacco, RJ Reynolds and stuff has perfected the ability to put a human vaccine into tobacco products.
Chairman Clements?
And is that even legal to do in the state of Tennessee, to sell those with a vaccine in them?
You recognize?
Well, I'm not arguing that point. What I'm saying is there is no law deeming those that when you go into a grocery store, you should know as a consumer, this head of lettuce is a head of lettuce. The head of lettuce right next to it could contain a vaccine in it. All we're saying is if it does have the vaccine in it, make sure it's listed as a pharmaceutical so people can get the proper dosage.
You recognize?
Thank you. Well, my question is right now, can you walk into a grocery store and there be a head of lettuce for sale that has a vaccine in it? I don't think that's allowed under state law presently. And if it is, and you have to list it as a pharmaceutical, are we going to then have Walgreens pharmacists with a refrigerated section? I mean, how's this going to play out?
You recognize?
Thank you. This is more of a consumer protection bill right here.
Guys, do you understand what's being done? Do you understand what they're saying? For those, I don't know, I don't even need to spell it out for you guys. You heard it for yourself. It doesn't need to come out of my mouth because I don't want to be flagged up as if I'm making up stuff. It's real stuff. It's happening. It's there for you guys to see with your own eyes. It's there for you guys to go and research, just so you're aware of what's going on. So next time when you're walking around in that store, in that shop, read, make sure you know your choices, be intentional about your choices, so that you're not consuming things you shouldn't be consuming. So be intentional about your choices. Walk around in that store. I always say, and it's not I'm not a braggadocious or anything like that, but I always say I like to buy organic food. And I'm not saying organic food is the best because some of it is not even, but imagine organic food can be traced normally and you know what you're consuming. Now imagine the rest of the things that are out there that are called food. And not only that, but for the people out there who say, no, I can't afford organic food, they're genuinely people who definitely maybe can't afford it. But I will give you an example. I choose my health over material things. I'd rather have healthy food, organic food, and drive a fancy car as an example. Other people would rather drive a fancy car, be seen in a fancy car, and yet consume things that would do harm to their bodies. To me, that doesn't make sense. I'm not bothered about materialistic things. My house doesn't need to be materialistic. My house is a normal house. Doesn't need designer sofas or anything like that. Just normal good sofas, or couches, whatever you guys call them. But my point remained here. Be intentional. Be intentional. Choose healthy food over alcoholic beverages. They're very expensive. Some of you guys would rather buy alcoholic beverages instead of buying organic food. And then you complain that organic food is expensive, but you will buy, I don't know how much drinks. I don't drink, but like when I walk in the stores, I'm sure like something like, what do they call it? Yeah, my brain. Rum. Yeah, let's give an example. Rum. Rum is probably what, 20 something, 32 pounds in dollars. I don't know, maybe $28, $48. I don't know. Why not put that money towards healthy food instead of buying things like that? Cigarettes are very expensive. Why not put your money towards healthy foods instead of cigarettes? Because it's an expensive habit. Drinking is an expensive habit. Smoking is an expensive habit. Be intentional about your choices. It's not a game, guys. Trust me. It's not a game. It's not a game. So yeah. Make intentional choices. Be intentional about your choices. Bye, guys. Bless you.